Welcome to the Indian Geography Channel. Here you learn about the most important topics in Indian geography.
Welcome to step 1 of Indian geography, location of India. Let's begin by finding India on the map. India lies in the southern part of Asia, forming a large triangular peninsula that juts into the Indian Ocean. Its location in South Asia has shaped its culture, trade, and climate for centuries. To the north of India rises the majestic Himalayas, an enormous mountain range that separates India from the rest of Asia. These mountains act as a natural barrier, protecting the country and influencing its weather patterns. Look to the west and you'll find the Arabian Sea. To the east is the Bay of Bengal. Both of these seas, along with the Indian Ocean to the south, surround India on three sides, making it a true peninsula. India is bordered by several neighboring countries. To the northwest, it shares boundaries with Pakistan and Afghanistan. To the north, it borders China, Nepal, and Bhutan. To the east, India shares its boundary with Bangladesh and Myanmar. Just off the southern coast, across the sea, are the island nations of Sri Lanka and the Maldives. India's location is strategic, not just for Asia, but for the world. It covers about 3.28 million square kilometers, making it the seventh largest country on Earth. With a population of over 1.4 billion people, it's also the most populous democracy. India's position gives it access to ancient trade routes by land and sea. Ports along the coasts have connected India with Africa, the Middle East, and Southeast Asia for thousands of years. India's unique shape and location mean it has everything from snow capped mountains and fertile plains to deserts and long coastlines. Its location has influenced its diverse climate, wildlife, and culture. So, when you look at a world map, remember India is a South Asian country, bordered by the Himalayas in the north and the Indian Ocean in the south, with neighboring countries on every side. This special position has helped shape India's history and its role in the world.
Step 2 of Indian Geography, the hemisphere position of India. To truly understand India's location, we need to know what a hemisphere is. The word hemisphere means half of a sphere, half the earth. Geographers divide the globe into four main hemispheres: northern, southern, eastern, and western. Let's start with the equator, an imaginary line that circles the middle of the earth, dividing it into the northern and southern hemispheres. If you look at a world map, you will see that India lies completely above the equator. This means India is located entirely in the northern hemisphere. As a result, India shares similar seasons and daylight patterns with other countries in the northern half of the world like China, Europe, and North America. Now let's talk about the prime meridian, another imaginary line. But this one runs from the North Pole to the South Pole, passing through Greenwich, England. It divides the Earth into the eastern and western hemispheres. India is located to the east of the prime meridian, which means it is also part of the eastern hemisphere. This places India in the same hemisphere as most Asian countries, as well as Australia and parts of Africa. Being in the northern and eastern hemispheres is important for many reasons. It affects how the sun moves across the sky, the kinds of seasons India experiences, and even the country's time zone. For example, since India is in the northern hemisphere, its summer is from June to September while winter is from December to February, the opposite of countries in the southern hemisphere like Australia. India's position in the eastern hemisphere affects its standard time. Indian Standard Time or IST is 5.5 hours ahead of Greenwich Mean Time, placing India ahead of Europe and much of Africa.
To pinpoint any place on Earth, we use a special grid made up of imaginary lines called latitude and longitude. These lines help us find the exact global position of any country or city, including India. Latitude lines run horizontally around the globe. The most important latitude is the equator, which divides the Earth into northern and southern halves. India lies entirely north of the equator, which is why its latitude is measured in degrees north. The southernmost tip of India is at about 8 degrees 4 minutes north latitude, down in Kanyakumari, Tamil Nadu. India's northernmost point is at 37 degrees 6 minutes north, high up in Jammu and Kashmir. That's a long stretch, over 3,200 kilometers from north to south. Now, let's talk about longitude. Longitude lines run vertically, from pole to pole. The most important longitude is the prime meridian, passing through Greenwich, England, which divides the globe into eastern and western halves. India lies completely to the east of the prime meridian. The westernmost point of India is at about 68 degrees 7 minutes east longitude in Gujarat. The easternmost point is at 97 degrees 25 minutes east in Arunachal Pradesh. This means India covers a wide distance from west to east, over 2,900 kilometers. Because India spans such a wide area, it has a single official time zone called Indian Standard Time (IST). IST is based on the longitude 82 degrees 30 minutes east, which runs near Allahabad, now known as Prayagraj in Uttar Pradesh. That's why IST is 5.5 hours ahead of Greenwich Mean Time. These coordinates are not just numbers, they help pilots fly planes, sailors navigate ships, and scientists track weather. Latitude and longitude also explain why different regions in India experience different weather and daylight hours. So, to sum up, India stretches from 84 to 37°6 in latitude and from 68°70 to 97°25 longitude. This huge range gives India a rich diversity of climates, landscapes, and time. Next time you see a map or a globe, try to spot India's position using these important coordinates. India is a land of remarkable physical diversity. From soaring mountains to rolling plains, dense forests to sandy deserts, the country's landscape is incredibly varied. Let's begin in the north, where the majestic Himalayas stretch across the country like a mighty wall. These are the world's youngest and tallest mountains, home to snow-capped peaks like Mount Everest and Karakoram. The Himalayas not only protect India from cold west, but also give birth to many of its great rivers. South of the Himalayas, you'll find the northern plains. Caused by the deposits of the river, Ganga and Brahmaputra rivers, these plains are among the most fertile regions in the world. They support millions of people and are the heart of India's agriculture. Moving further south, we reach the Peninsular Plateau. This region is made up of ancient hard rock and includes the Chhetri Plateau, Chediyar Plateau, and the Nanda Plateau. Plateau is stretching wide and is covered with hills and valleys. To the west lies the Thar River, also called the Great Indian River. This is a land of golden sands, hills, and extreme temperatures. Despite the harsh climate, people have adapted to life here with unique traditions and culture. On the east and west coasts, you'll find the coastal plains, narrow strips of land along the Arabian Sea and Bay of Bengal. These areas are known for beautiful beaches, fertile soil, and important port cities. Don't forget the islands of India. The Andaman and Nicobar Islands in the Bay of Bengal and the Lakshadweep Islands in the Arabian Sea are part of India's territory, each with their own unique landscapes and wildlife. In summary, India's physical features include the towering Himalayas, fertile northern plains, ancient plateaus, hot deserts, long coastlines, and tropical islands. This diversity is what makes India's geography truly special. India is truly blessed with a network of mighty rivers and stunning lakes, making its landscape vibrant and full of life. Let's begin with the major rivers. The three most important rivers of northern India are the Ganga, Yamuna, and Brahmaputra. The Ganga River is considered sacred by millions. It begins in the Himalayas, flows across the northern plains, and finally empties into the Bay of Bengal, nourishing the land and the people along its path. The Yamuna, a major tributary of the Ganga, flows through Delhi and Agra, joining the Ganga at Allahabad, now Prayagraj. The Brahmaputra starts high in Tibet, enters India through Arunachal Pradesh, India's land is incredibly diverse, and so are its soils. The variety of soils across the country supports different crops, cultures, and ways of life. Let's begin with alluvial soil. This is the most widespread and fertile soil found mainly in the northern plains along the rivers like the Ganga and Brahmaputra. Alluvial soil is rich in minerals and perfect for growing wheat, rice, and sugarcane. Next is black soil, also called Regur or cotton soil. You'll find it mostly in the Deccan Plateau. States like Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, and Gujarat. Its dark color and moisture retaining properties make it ideal for growing cotton and pulses. Moving on to red and yellow soils. These are found in eastern and southern India, including states like Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, and Odisha. Red soil gets its color from iron and is suitable for crops like millets, groundnuts, and potatoes. Laterite soil is another important type found in regions with heavy rainfall like the Western Ghats, parts of Andhra Pradesh, and West Bengal. It is rich in iron and aluminum and supports crops such as tea, coffee, and cashew. In Rajasthan and some dry areas, you'll find desert soil. It's sandy, low in moisture, and requires irrigation to grow crops, but can still support hardy plants like barley and pulses. Don't forget mountain soil found in the Himalayas and other hilly regions. It is rich in organic material and helps grow tea, fruits, and forests. Finally, there's peaty and marshy soil present in the wet, swampy areas of Kerala, West Bengal, and parts of Odisha. These soils are full of organic matter and are used to grow rice and other water-loving plants. This soil type is vital for Indian agriculture. To protect our soil, soil conservation is essential by planting trees, using proper irrigation, and preventing erosion. So India's soil, each with its unique properties, are truly the foundation of our nation's farm and food security. Please do follow, like, and subscribe to our Indian Geography channel.